everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to Sunya IAS, guys. I hope you all must be doing great, and congratulations for all those who have subscribed my Agriculture Optional Foundation course. Now this video is going to be the orientation video that how we are going to proceed with our Agriculture Optional. Keep 2-3 things in mind, guys. In my batch, the student composition, let me talk about the student composition first of all. Student composition, that these category students are basically appearing, like are seeing, have subscribed my course, right? And you identify yourself where you come into this particular composition, right? First of all, I can divide the students into two fields. One is agriculture background field. Agriculture background, what do I mean by agriculture background? I do not mean that your family is into agricultural businesses. No. What do I mean by agriculture background means few students who are having or who have done BSc Agri or MSc or PhD. Because certain students I have had who has done PhD too. Why I am bifurcating these? Why I am bifurcating my students? So that you can understand. Everybody have to have a different mind state. Okay, mindset should be different. So BSc Agri, MSc, PhD in agriculture if you have done, or agriculture engineering you have done, though it is very different, or agriculture businesses management MBA you have done in agricultural related fields, then you are considered to be a agricultural background student. समझ गए? मैं से हटा दूं? ठीक है. Another one is non-agri. A lot of students I have is of non-agri too. BTech, BA, BSc, all will be considered into non-agri. Okay, now you have to see, guys. देखो, in agriculture background also there are first attempters. Means 2020 means the next attempt will be their first attempt. ठीक है, 2025, 2026. तो यहाँ पर आप देखोगे first attempt. In non-agriculture also you will see those who will be attempting fresh for the first time, first attempters I can call. And the second one I can call them as a repeaters. Means second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt, fifth attempt onwards. In non-agri I can count them as a repeaters. ठीक है? So these type of students have subscribed my course and must be watching this particular lecture series too. Okay, I am Ankit Singh Rothan. Now I'll be telling you how you have to basically what mindset you should have. For example, if you are from agriculture background and you are first attempter, you are doing your RAVE program in your 4th year and you are thinking that simultaneously I start preparing for this particular agriculture optional, and with agriculture optional I'll be giving UPSC. So आपका first attempt, आपका ये background है. Now the mindset you should have is advantage. I'll be talking about your advantage is, as you are of agriculture background, you must have heard about the terminology related to agriculture, like soil texture, structure, weed management, Cyanodona, Dactylona. ये सब आपने सुना हुआ है, right? But you have completed this whole agriculture syllabus in 4 years. 3 years to be exact. Now this you have, this is not consolidated, guys. As I always say, this is not consolidated in UPSC manner. That if I ask you integrated pest management, can you tell me, like, you can tell me what is integrated pest management, but you will not be able to tell me exact 10 points related to headings and all, right? So this is not a structured way of learning. What you have learned in your graduation, that is not a structured way of learning for UPSC. UPSC demands very different things. ठीक है, वो हम समझ लेंगे. That we will be understanding in the course itself. So first attempters are having one advantage, that they have heard the terms, but that does not mean that they remember the terms. Now what you have to do, guys, the first attempters of agriculture background, that you have to prepare full-fledged notes. No matter if you have your university notes too, full-fledged notes should be prepared by you. In fact, the first attempters of non-agriculture background also have to make full-fledged notes. Full-fledged notes means whatever I am teaching in the class, That should be written by you. By pausing the video, I'll be telling you how you have to do that. Note making, I'll be telling you separately. But you have to make the full-fledged notes, both the attempters. The difference between the non-agri and the agri first attempters is, first attempters in non-agri background have to make extra efforts. Why? Because you are not familiar with the agricultural terms. Agricultural terms does not only include soil, weed, conservation, erosion, genetics, plant breeding. No, guys, you have to understand, you have to see things. For example, these agri background students have already seen soil from the physical, chemical and biological properties. But have you ever, non-agri student, I am asking you, have you ever seen soil from these angles, physical, chemical and biological properties? No. So whatever terms I'll be saying in the class, whatever terminology I'll be using, it is your job to see it in Google Images. Just search it out in Google or search it out on web. Not too much time you have to devote to certain things, but just see it. Okay, this is how soil structure looks. Okay, this is how soil pH looks. Okay, this is how sandy, loamy soil looks. Black soil looks. Yellow soil looks. Like this, you have to see it, right? So this is your job to make extra efforts. Then only it will be, and it is very easy. Like you can devote half an hour so that you can search random things on Google, or you can surf related to that what we have studied in the class instantly, right? Then only you will be able to compete with this agricultural background student. It is very easy. Okay. The advantage the non-agri first attempters are having, that they are not bored by the syllabus. It might feel interesting to you, whereas agricultural students might feel bored towards this particular subject too. Both the mindset are different, but we have to synchronize these mindset. I have to basically synchronize your mindset so that you can utilize my class accordingly. Okay, so this is the guideline to first attempters in crux. Agri background first attempters, advantage you have to keep in mind, and full-fledged note making. Non-agri also first attempters, full-fledged note making, but extra half an hour you have to give for searching out the topics, for seeing the images, whatever I'm teaching in the class. Though I'll myself be showing you the images, but very small things I cannot show you all, right? So that you have to do on your own. Okay, now let us talk about what? The repeaters of both the agri background and the non-agri background, guys. Repeaters I am talking about. ठीक है, ये हटा देता हूँ. देखो repeaters को क्या करना है? Now I am focusing upon the repeaters of agri background. Repeaters are very well versed with the topics. Now you don't have to make for full. You don't have to go for full note making. No full-fledged note making. Short notes, crux should be made by you directly from the books. I'll be telling you how you have to utilize books, PPTs, and my class lectures. Also, this particular repeaters of non-agri to short notes and crux. Extra effort you also have to put, the non-agri. Extra efforts you have to put, right? So note making wise, I am telling you this mindset you should have, and all my students should have the mindset of 7 minutes to 50 words. That whatever topic I will be teaching in the class, it should be like that. So this is the bifurcation of my class. First of all, these many students will be watching. I have certain selected candidates who were not from agricultural background. They were having engineering as a background and finally got selected in Indian Forest Service or civil services too. Right. On that note, first of all, why agriculture? Also, you should feel proud while taking this agriculture. First of all, high success rate among all options you will be seeing. Now, this is not a very good point, guys, because those who are studying, those people who are studying dedicatedly, they themselves will be scoring high in any optional, right? So ये कोई इतना खास point नहीं है, but this is a fact I am talking about. For example, this fact I can show you by the UPSC, which they have released this particular data. And they have released that agriculture is one such optional where 10% success rate you can see. Whereas in other optionals, 7%, 9%, 18% in this particular subject. ठीक है, hard optional में you see. Where are the hard options? Let me show you. Okay, these are not present over here, but comparatively it has a high success rate, but not a very good point which you can say. But over here, this is one of the greatest point in agriculture. Less competition you are having. By less competition, what do you mean? that with you over here, IITs, IIMs student are not sitting because they are taking the hard options and they are scoring high in that particular option like Anthro, Shushu, PSIR. So if you choose this hard optional, if you would have chosen this, then you might have to get at this level. The students who are repetitively giving examination and getting rank, failing in mains, failing in interviews. समझ रहे हो, UPSC is such game which you have to keep in mind. First attempters, be very careful. I always tell you how first attempt will convert into fifth attempt. You yourself will not be knowing, guys. My words, you might feel harsh, but it is practical. So in order to reduce your time over here in competition, just listen to me as it is. So this is one very good point. Target multiple examination. One beautiful point over here, guys. With this, you can not only give CSC Civil Services, Indian Forest Service too. With this, you cannot give only state PCS, but FRO and ACF too. अब ये ACF क्या है, FRO क्या है, सर्च करो. ये state PCS कंडक्ट करवाता है. ये CSE IFoS national level examination. One very good point. If you are eligible for these, take agriculture as an example optional. ठीक है, और आपने ले ही रखा है. But ये realize करो कि आपके पास क्या advantages हैं, right? 90% static syllabus. Few students keep fighting or keep running behind these current affairs. In this particular course, I'll be telling you from where they will be asking current affairs. ठीक है? As previously in previous batches also, I straightforwardly told that only few units are current affairs oriented. Not every unit is current affairs oriented. ठीक है? तो 90% of the syllabus you will find static over here. Whereas in PSIR, complete paper 2 is dynamic. Show complete paper 2 is dynamic. Anthro is also static subject, but complete again paper 2 kahin na kahin dynamic रहता है. Whereas over here you will not see many questions. Maximum 2 to 3 questions will be current oriented in your examination. ठीक है? Alright guys, let's move forward. GS paper 3 में भी आपको you will be getting help of your content which you have learned in the optional in GS paper 3 and इनमें आपको अलग से पढ़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. And it can be completed in 2 months. देखो, again, 2 months for agri students, 2 months are more than enough. 3 months are for non-agri students. If you are having non-agriculture background, that means you have to put 3 months. ठीक है? Why 1 month extra? So that you can revise much better. Whereas agriculture students have listened all the terms already. They need just rearrangement of the concepts, which I'll be doing over here. But over here, my non-agri students, background students will have to devote 1 month extra. 1 month extra means side by side this half an hour which you are putting extra into understanding concepts with the help of me, with the help of internet, that will ultimately give 1 month extra to you, right? So that is how you are going to have the command over the subject. Also, the best month to prepare optional is October, November, December. The prelims is getting trickier. So Jan, Feb, March, April, you have to prepare for specifically prelims, I would recommend. These 3 months over here, and if you clear prelims, I hope you must clear prelims, at least you see the mains. Then you will see in the June, July, September, June, July, August, sorry, and then September you will be writing the mains. 3 months over here, 3 months over here, more than enough to score 250 plus. समझ रहे हो guys? I hope you all must be understanding what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, this is very important. Mindset. This is the orientation. We are just seeing what is in the course which I am giving you. Okay, just wait. So throughout this particular lecture series, one thing is fixed, guys. I will not be making you conceptually sound. This is not the only goal I am having from these classes. Conceptual understanding you will be getting. Also in the class itself, I'll make sure that you get important points on your tips. That means a rectification of the topic should also happen. Over here, I'll be revising things 2 times. By your own, you have to revise things 2 times. All over 4 times you are revising in these 3 months. Okay, how many hours you have to put, I'll be telling you. Okay, ji. Second, handwritten PPTs, you will be getting flowchart methods. I'll be not telling you about, I'll not be underlining PPTs. Dekho, many of my students over here are the subscribers of other institutes, other coachings, or other teachers. They have studied this optional too. and their common you can say common dissatisfaction with those teachers or institutes were that they were just marking the PPTs. This I'll not be doing, guys. I'll be making the flowcharts. I'll make sure that you learn thing in the class itself and you can replicate that thing as it is in the examination, UPSC oriented. That's why I put my demo videos out. Many demo videos are out. Whereas you will not be showing any demo video of other coaching institutes. Very rare, okay? Because I want my students to see that how I am going to teach. I'm not saying everybody can understand me. Whoever is understanding me, just sit back and just complete this course one by one. Okay, I'll be with you. So over here, this whole optional will be covered in 2 to 3 months. Okay, 2 to 3 months daily. देखो recording का फायदा क्या है? That I am recording today, I'll be leaving this video tomorrow for you all guys. Because this will create a time-bound manner, I'll be able to complete the course. Whereas in live courses, Saturday, Sunday I need, then there will some circumstances, right, will be there, which can increase the length of the course. So we can say 3 months live courses will be there, but it will be surely completed in 6 months. Okay, so utilize it. Whatever doubts you will be having in the class, just message me after the class or call me after the class. In between the class, if you are not able to understand anything, okay, don't worry about that. Best quality notes will be provided. These notes aspects is everybody will be providing you the same content. Soil science is everywhere same. USA soil science you will be understanding that two are same. Okay, so this is same everywhere. Compilation of all important concepts. This is one unique thing in our paper 1, paper 2 books. PYQs will be discussed. My approach will be that first of all we'll be seeing the PYQs and then you will be solving the PYQs on your own. In between, the content of the class will be revolving around PYQs. That means how we are guided by that, what kind of questions UPSC asks from a particular topic. We are guided by PYQ. So PYQ is our guiding light. Okay. Quick summary of every topic. This is the specialization and this you have to do. This will help you in consolidation of the content. Yeah, so these things you will be having in this course, guys. A personal mentorship, always I'll be available for you. Dekho, why I can be available for you always? Because over here, this is not the optional where a lot of students are enrolling. This is secret optional, I can say, and a lot of people are not knowing about this optional. That's why few people are over here and I can easily come in contact with them. Dekho, personal mentorship, what do you think? Like if 200 students have subscribed the course, do you think 200 are contacting me? No, initially, first day, around 150 students will be contacting me. In next week, this number will come down to 50. And in the next month, this number will come down to 10. And out of these 10 only, I have seen that people are writing mails, people are writing or people are giving interview. And ultimately, 1 or 2 students of mine. So the number is less, but I'm still proud because we have just started. So 1 or 2 students finally get into the list. Okay. This is the reality which I'm talking about. So what I want that you keep the consistency. When you will read, you will generate doubt. And when you will generate doubt, you will be needing me. Otherwise, what will be the need of mine, right? Okay, आगे चलते हैं. So this is one UPSC only published it that in mains, how many candidates are appearing from agriculture. So 89 in 2016, 220 students you will see. Cleared means interview stage the con पहुंच रहे हैं, so the number is less. What this data is showing that the competition is less basically, है ना? ठीक है. Now syllabus. In paper 1 we have to cover these particular topics, guys. And the syllabus is like agro. These syllabus, those who are first attempters, or in fact I know that even the fourth attempter will not be knowing that these topics are not written in the syllabus, guys. How syllabus is mentioned? Syllabus is mentioned in this form. Paper 1 in UPSC notification, when you will open that notification PDF, you will find agriculture syllabus. Over there, paper 1 is written and then these paragraphs are written like this. So this is paper 1 paragraphs. This is paper 1 paragraphs. Okay. So what we have done, we have divided this paper 1 under certain topics. That means that this first para is talking about ecology, physical, social environment, vagara. So I have put it as the heading as agroecology, or not I have, but in academics, in the agriculture, we study it under agroecology discipline. So all these things will be covered when I'll be covering unit number 1. But would I or do I have to study like this, unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number? No guys, not at all. We will not be studying in this manner, or if you have seen my approach video, we will not be completing this in this manner. Okay? First of all, we will be covering, or we will be starting our lecture series from unit number 5, that is soil and nutrient management. Then soil and water conservation. First we will be understanding soil, next soil and water conservation, next agriculture economics, then agriculture extension, then you will be seeing weed science, agronomy, and in last we will be covering these 2 units, because these 2 units are such units that even if you don't study, you will be scoring average marks over here. This is not the core of paper 1. Understand. Some of my students must do take my course after they clear the prelims, and then they take the course, so they are having less time also. So whatever I am saying you, as it is applicable to the people who are going to write their mains too, irrespective of the examination. It can be IFoS, it can be civil services, it can be state PCS, ACF, FR. Okay. I'm not going towards that MCQ type of question. I'm not saying about those examination like ADO and all, no, but about the UPSC and UPSC format examination. Okay. So in this manner, you will be seeing the whole syllabus. I have divided it into certain topics, and the approach, I have separately added the approach video on YouTube. You can see it. Otherwise, if you haven't seen it, right now I'll be telling you that first of all, we will be understanding soil. What is the soil properties? Physical, chemical, biological, how soil is getting formed, what this soil contains, nutrient, how we can manage these nutrients. This all knowledge we will get by understanding unit number 5, that is soil science and nutrient management. Over here you can see this soil and nutrient management over here. So by this, when we'll be understanding my land, that okay, my land is containing soil, I am knowing about my soil physical, biological and chemical properties. Also I am understanding about the nutrient availability of my soil. I am perfectly will be moving ahead to my unit number 6, where I'll be seeing. Ab dekho unit number 5 mein kya padna hai over here. Soil, physical, chemical, biological properties, essential plant nutrients, all this we have to study. Okay. In the lecture series, I'll be opening up these units. Don't worry. This is the orientation. This is the overall view of agriculture optional, how we are going to cover it. Then you have unit number 6, soil and water conservation. After you have the understanding of soil, then you have to conserve it. Understanding of water, then you have to conserve soil and water, right? And then you will be understanding over here integrated watershed management. Okay, and this is one of the most important topic you will be seeing over here. So unit number 6 I have added. This is unit number 6. And over here you will be understanding soil conservation, integrated watershed management. Understanding, guys? Once you have done this, after that you can understand about agronomy, because now you have to grow crops. And in agronomy, the art of growing crops, the science of growing crops. In this we will be learning about how different crops is grown. And then we will be learning about how weeds can be problematic to my main crop. So how I can remove weed. What is the biological management of weed science? What is the integrated weed management? All this is we will getting the answer from unit number 4. And unit number 4 is this small, but very important. Direct question will be coming in the examination. समझ रहे हो? When we are ahead, we have had the understanding of agronomy too, weed science too. Now we will be selling the product, and in order to sell the product, I need to know the economics of agricultural products, agricultural markets. Then unit number 7 pe aao ab. This is over here. UPSC has not mentioned 7, 8, but we have basically bifurcated it for our simplicity. So simple understanding we can make. यहाँ पर 5 management, economic of different types, marketing management we will be understanding over here. Keep one thing in mind, guys. In all these particular aspects, PhD happens. ठीक है? Soil science में we do PhD, MSc. But for UPSC, do we have to go this much deep? No need. Okay, I have my students in previous batches also who were doing PhD from IARI. They were having the understanding, they got very late into this particular preparation, and they were having the understanding that, sir, this much is not required. Whatever we are understanding, 95% of the things are irrelevant from the UPSC perspective. In PhD, I am telling you. That means you don't have to go deep into the subject. From this particular soil nutrient management, only 2 questions will be asked in the examination, fixed. So will you be doing PhD of 4 years, MSc of 2 years, then it will be helping you out? No need, guys. That is why I'm saying UPSC is a different ball game altogether. Okay? When you have understood agriculture economics, then you go for the extension, educating the people. When you have done this is the core units. Then you study agroecology, forestry, that what are the ecological harms done by the agronomical products or crops. Okay, then you can go by the forestry too. These are secondary subjects, like secondary subunits like agroecology, forestry, which we will be studying too. But my focus will be in this order: unit number 5, 6, 2, 4, 7, 8, 1, 3. Understanding, guys? Okay, in this manner we will be starting our course. Now see the recent year paper. If I'll be showing you how questions are coming from your paper 1. See, guys, this is the 2024 recent 2024 mains agriculture examination of CSE, civil services. Okay, how this is the format in the way question paper comes over here. Paper 1, okay, section A, what they are asking you. Briefly discuss the principles of ecology. Directly principles of ecology they are asking. In the class I tell you exactly. In the class I have told you about the mnemonics also. I have added it in the Telegram group of the previous batches. You can see. Now let me show you how it is written in the syllabus. See over here. Can you see this ecology, its relevance, conservation, physical? This is the agroecology syllabus. Okay. Over here we have to understand about the principles of ecology. Right. So in this way we will be doing in the class itself. This is the recent year I am showing you. Factors responsible for low production, pulses. This is agronomy. This is your agroforestry. Cultural methods of weed control. This is your unit number 4, weed management. See over here, weed. This is unit number 4, and cultural method they have asked. So syllabus line they have asked. Next time biological they will be asking. Next time chemical they will be asking. So what should be my approach? My approach should be simple, that at least I should have 300 to 400 words related to cultural, biological, chemical. And as I am sitting in the competition, I should have these in tips. I should have cultural methods, biological methods, bioagents, chemical control of weeds. So this is what is required in the examination, right? And what you will find is this 2024 paper was very, very easy, except 1 or 2 questions were dicey. Otherwise, this whole paper was, you can go through these particular paper too. So I hope you are having an understanding this. In this way, I'll be telling you, for example, if I'm teaching you unit number 5, physical, chemical and biological properties, then you will be seeing they are again asking texture, structure. This will be understanding in the class. Don't worry. Okay. In paper 2, you come to paper 2. Paper 2, people find that this is technical in nature. I must say that this is technical in nature, but the non-agri I am saying, you don't have to see it from the technicality aspect, because ultimately by understanding this, you are not going to be an agriculturist or agriculture scientist. You are going to be civil servant. So we'll be understanding it from that particular point of view. Over here, this cell biology and genetics. This requires your understanding of class 11th only, which you study in paper GS3, science and tech also you study in biotechnology. Same information, but in detail. You will not be knowing that, okay, are we understanding biology? Just focus the way I want you to focus. If you will be focusing in that way, then this paper 2 will become a cakewalk for you, and you will yourself be telling me, sir, this really becomes a cakewalk. Okay. Second is plant breeding. These are the core units. First we'll be understanding plant biology, genetics, then plant breeding we will be seeing. Or before that, we can see your where is that unit? Plant pathology. One unit is missing over here, guys. That is plant physiology. So over here, this plant physiology is this physiology. very important unit. In plant physiology we will be understanding photosynthesis, respiration, very important. ठीक है, so this unit we will be understanding. Then seed technology we will be understanding, horticulture and landscaping we will be understanding, and ultimately these are less important units. You have to focus less upon these units. These are the core of it. I'll be telling you when we will be proceeding with the respective units. ठीक है, paper 2 contains all these units. What will be my approach, or what will be your approach? That one by one we will be picking particular unit, we will be completing it in certain 4, 5, 7 lectures depending upon the length of the particular unit. Okay, in this way we will be going ahead. Now paper 2 you will again be finding like this: history, plant breeding, seed technology, physiology, horticulture, food production, right? This you will be getting over here. Pause the video and you can go through it, guys. Okay, over here you can see certain feedbacks of our previous year students. Pause the video, you can read it. View yourself if you are feeling whatever your feedback regarding the lectures, you can also give me. Okay, how you have to utilize this particular course? First of all, 5 hours, basically 6 hours I will say, to your non-agri students every day for these 3 months. For the next 3 months you have to devote 6 hours daily for agriculture. How 6 hours? Let me show you. For example, my lecture is of 2 hours, suppose. Now this 2 hour lecture will be completed. How you will complete? For example, in these 2 hours, in first 15 minutes I told you about soil forming processes. This is the topic I told you. So you have to pause the video after 15 minutes and then open up the book, open up my PPTs, write it down here on your notes if you are a first attempter, and make the crux if you are a second attempter or if you are a repeater. Understanding this is how you to utilize. So every 15 minutes you are pausing the video. After understanding every sub concept, you are pausing the video. So ultimately this 2 hour lecture will be completed in 4 hours. And including that you are making notes too, it will require 1 more hour. That means 5 to 6 hour minimum requirement, guys. And if you are not doing like this, how you will be seeing the video then? In one go you will be seeing the video. This should not be done even by the repeaters. Repeaters things that we have already understood the syllabus, we just have to go through it. No, guys, don't do this. Okay, take certain time. The time you are putting over here, ultimately it will give you dividends in your further attempts too. So don't rush over here. I am one particular advice to all my students throughout when I started teaching, since I started teaching, that do not rush. If you will rush, it will create problems for you. Okay. Second, follow the approach video. Whatever approaches I have shown you in paper 1, paper 2, you can see it on YouTube, guys. Print out of the class if possible. If not, then open it on the separate sheet. But if you will take out the PDFs, that will be really good. If you are not having PDFs, just ask me. I'll be uploading the link too. Dekho how to access the PDFs. Where you have subscribed the course, you will be getting one option as view details of that particular course. Go to view details section. There you will be finding one link, PPT link. You can go through that. If you are not finding it, do tell me. Make running notes. Running notes means full-fledged, neat and clean notes. Also parallelly, crux notes by the repeaters. Okay? Follow the structure given in the class. Whatever structure I am giving you. Structure means to understand a certain thing. I'll be giving you a certain structure. That structure you have to keep in mind. Directly flowcharts you can put. Directly cyclic diagram you can put. Right? Practice test after each unit. If you have subscribed the test series, well and good, because in my test series I have designed in as per my approach only, that first 5 and 6 lecture tests will be happening, then 7 and 8 unit, 6 and 7 unit, like this I have made the test. If you have subscribed the test series, well and good. Otherwise, if you have not, then practice PYQs, which I'll be showing you in the class itself. Okay, and do let me know too how you are writing, and connect with me if you faces any problem, if you face any doubt. Okay. Current affairs, how you will be doing. Telegram channel, all you have to join. In that, you don't have to understand anywhere from the current affairs point of view. I'll be uploading the Hindu articles over there. I'll be uploading Kurukshetra related to agriculture over here. Kurukshetra is the magazine. ठीक है, rural development and all, उसमें articles आते हैं, तो I'll be uploading that too. Apart from that, I'll be uploading many other things related to current affairs. Again, agricultural advantages, agriculture optional advantages, that is less current affairs oriented. Whatever current affairs we'll be having, we'll be understanding. For example, biotech related current affairs will be having, GM crops. Okay, all these current affairs will be covering. What I expect from you, first you should have 100% concentration. This journey is individual only. Does not matter how many in your group are understanding the same thing. It is your individual journey. Some will back out in 1 year, some will back out in 2 years. The third year student will be getting selected ultimately in top 100 ranks. Okay, so it is your individual journey, guys. Focus upon yourself to improve yourself daily. Okay, trust in me. You should have 100% faith in me. Okay, just listen as it is and you will be fruitful. It will give you fruits, guys. Faith in yourselves too, because sometimes what happens that you are understanding, you are having, because one of my students, let me tell you about one of my student. She is from Jammu. Okay, she has given, you can say, 3 mains in civil service examination, UPSC. In these 3 mains, one of the mains, 3 times she has written, and in one main she has scored like 300 plus in agriculture. 300 plus in agriculture optional, guys. Again, she's my foundation students. Why I am telling you this? Because ultimately she was not able to clear mains. Okay, so does that mean that she is not qualified enough or she is not having that much knowledge? No, guys. It is just about the right time when all other subjects and your optional will align together and will give you a perfect entry into the merit top 100. So I have asked her to have faith in her hard work. All right, and let me tell you that she has given JKS too. Currently she is not able to get success, but in JKS she is giving interview this time. JKS means Jammu Kashmir Administrative Service, state BCS basically, and she is giving interview this time. I'm hopeful that she'll be getting something out of it. Even if not, she'll again give UPSC. And until you are having UPSC, and if you are studying rightly, have faith in yourself. This is very important. This is for the repeaters. Fresh attempters, be happy. Your condition should not be like this. Okay? But it happens in this preparation, guys. Okay? Hope in the process you should have. First 3 attempts, if you are not able to clear prelims, then go ahead with other plan B also, other papers, other examination. Okay? First 2 attempts if you are not able to clear the prelims itself. Okay, revise to get out the maximum revision. I'll be doing also, and you have to do also. For any queries, you can contact Telegram, WhatsApp me on this number. This is my number only. If you face any problem, you can come in contact with me. This is your orientation session. In the next class, we'll be understanding about the topics, guys. Starting our agriculture option. Thank you so much.